and you're not on video.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of SlamTube. This is WWE Survivor Series 2017, which just ended a few minutes ago.
You have no video.
I do on my end.
On my end, you don't have video.
Weird. I'm definitely seeing myself on video here. I can turn it off and back on. How about now?
I'm just seeing the Pez logo at the moment.
Weird. Sorry, folks, live. Well, anyway, yeah, Survivor Series just ended. I am Jace Phoenix, with me is Chris the Mole.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about the one night of the year when Raw and SmackDown go head-to-head.
Excuse me, Royal Rumble.
Excuse me, Royal Rumble. So we're not going to worry about the pre-show because nothing relevant happened on the pre-show. So the first match of the night was a six-man tag match, The Shield taking on The New Day.
Yep.
I like this match. I thought this was a really good match.
I only caught the end of this match, but the part I saw was okay.
I mean, you knew The Shield was probably going to win, but there was a lot of great back and forth, and The New Day really looked good putting up a fight against The Shield. So yes, The Shield came out victorious, giving Raw a 1-0 lead to start the show. We then went on to match 2, which was the women's match of Team Raw. Alicia, Asuka, Bayley, Nia, and Sasha versus Team SmackDown, Becky, Carmella, Naomi, Natalya, and Tamina with Lana.
Yep.
And this match was decent. I mean, you knew it was kind of going to be the Asuka show.
I'm going to try something.
Okay.
You can continue.
Okay. But yeah, you knew this match was kind of going to be the Asuka show, and it was. She was the sole survivor and won the match for Team Raw. So you knew that was going to happen, but it was still a very good back and forth competitive match. There were great moments of, you know, Natalya and Asuka exchanging submission holds, and Tamina and Nia, the two power ladies, going back and forth. So a lot of great back and forths in the match.
Yep.
What did you think of the match?
I thought this was an okay match. Parts of it were a little silly, but the women's match was okay. Wasn't anything special, but at the same time, it wasn't anything really terrible.
That's fair.
Are you in a DX top?
I am in a DX top.
Nice.
Seemed appropriate.
This is more appropriate.
It is.
We should support new talent.
We should. Anywho. The next matchup was United States Champion Baron Corbin taking on the Intercontinental Champion The Miz, with The Miztourage and his pregnant wife Maurice in the audience.
Yep. And that's Miztourage on the outside, pregnant wife in the audience.
Yes.
Just saying that because when you say it all really fast together, it sounds like they're all just in the audience.
No, The Miztourage were at ringside, pregnant wife was in the audience, and the United. Given that the score was tied after the score was Raw up by 2 after the first 2 matches. So Baron Corbin managed to come back and dominate The Miz to give SmackDown Live their first victory of the night, leaving the score at 2-1.
Yep. No, he didn't dominate him. It was close.
And he dominated at the end of the match.
Yeah. But it was good. It was an okay match.
Yeah,
better than I thought it'd be, considering who was in it.
Yeah, and they did a good job booking Miz as almost a face by having Baron Corbin repeatedly trying to intimidate Maurice and shit on the outside. So they told a good story with it.
Yeah, it's because out of the two of them, Miz would definitely get more cheers.
Yeah. Definitely. So that was good. Also, I'd like to say I like to give props to Curtis Axel for having the brand loyalty to come out with a Raw neck brace.
Yep.
That was cool. And then we had ourselves a tag team match, the Usos versus The Bar, which I was out of the room for most of because I was getting food, so I will let you talk about this one.
And also because you said you had no interest in it.
Yeah, also
Despite the fact these are actually two great tag teams, and one thing wrestling fans have been complaining about is not having good tag teams. So it's almost like wrestling fans just want to complain for the sake of complaining. What would that make Jim? Oh yeah, a pussy. But yeah, basically this match was actually pretty good. The Usos were on fire during the match. Cesaro and Sheamus always have good matches. It was a great matchup, and the Usos came out. I think, yeah, the Usos came out on top.
They did.
So that was pretty good.
Yeah, interesting. From the little bit of the match that I saw at the end, it looked like the Usos decided to step out of the penitentiary and break out some old high-flying face Uso maneuvers to give themselves the advantage.
They've done that in a lot of their tag team matches.
Well, they've been a lot more ground and pound ever since they became the penitentiary Usos.
They have, but if you've ever seen any of their matchups ever since then, they still do the high-flying stuff.
Okay.
That's more like the final thing to try. Like, they even did it in Hell in a Cell against New Day.
Fair enough.
They just did it more vicious because they kept doing it twice, 3 times, 4 times.
Right. And then we had the SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte Flair taking on the Raw Women's Champion Alexa Bliss. The Queen versus the Goddess.
Yep. Which I don't care who won. Whoever won, it makes sense. Either one, because I like Charlotte and obviously I like Alexa.
Mm-hmm.
One part of this match irritated the fuck out of me though.
Okay.
All matchup, Alexa Bliss targeted Charlotte Flair's ribs.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end, she just does the figure 8 bridge perfectly with no sign of hurt or anything on them. Just completely no-selling it, which is shitty psychology.
It is.
That's like NXT psychology right there.
It is. Yeah, that wasn't very good selling.
No, because she could have won with a figure 4, because then she wouldn't have to bridge, and that would have been fine. But the fact she did the bridge and the fact she just no-sold the ribs at that point, it was like I didn't like the selling.
Yeah, wasn't good. No. But still an overall great match between these two very talented women.
It was a good match.
All right. And as of this point, following the tag team match prior and this match, we were at the point of SmackDown being up by 1, with 3 victories to 2, going into the Universal Champion Brock Lesnar versus the WWE Champion AJ Styles.
Yep.
This was a good match.
This was a good match. And we got the moment I wanted, a phenomenal forearm into F5.
We did. It was the match ender, and it was very good.
Yep, I'd been saying to Jim I wanted that.
He did. He said that several times.
Yeah, I said at the beginning that needs to be a thing in this, and it was, and it worked.
It did. It worked great. Catch finisher for the win.
And obviously Brock picked up the win. We knew Brock was going to win. I argue it still should have been Jinder in the match.
Mm-hmm.
So I argue the match quality would have been worse, but the ending of the match would have made more people excited.
Mm-hmm.
Only because I'm not saying Jinder would have jumped into an F5, but if Brock had beat Jinder the way he did Randy Orton that time, where he just brutalizes him to the point Jericho has to whine and bitch backstage because he's a pussy.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, if he beat up the Singh brothers and then beat up the hell out of Jinder, just like brutalized him, people would cheer like fuck. That would be entertainment value a lot more.
True.
And it just seems weird to me that they just went like 1 or 2 weeks before the pay-per-view. Yeah, it's AJ now. Yeah, come on.
Well, it's not like that's the only one. I mean, half the titles changed hands in the last 2 weeks.
They did, but the New Day and the Shield were feuding anyway originally, so changing the belt did not change the match. The only one that did was Charlotte and Natalya.
Except it did because they put the bar in the match against the Usos instead of two members of the Shield, and yeah, the Charlotte instead of Natalya.
Yeah, but at the very beginning, they kept saying it's going to be New Day versus Shield. Therefore, that match would have been the same. It wouldn't have just been Roman Reigns versus all three of them.
No, they didn't, because they didn't confirm Shield and at least officially they didn't confirm Shield New Day until like this past Monday's Raw.
But from the very first week, every promo the New Day did was mentioning the Shield.
True.
They even interfered during the Shield match to taunt them and stuff. So it's like, okay,
that's true.
So it felt like it was going to be those three versus those three anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the women's one did change it. But I argue this whole thing started with Jinder challenging Brock before Under Siege.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, it had the most build-up, so it was the one with it made the least sense to remove.
Mm-hmm.
Because that match wasn't even made by them for Raw v SmackDown. That was made by Jinder challenging Brock.
True.
But I do think, obviously, AJ would give a better match. So as a match, it's a much better thing to watch. But just for the entertainment factor, I feel like we missed out.
Right.
But then we cut to the main event of the evening. All of the hottest new talent with an average age of 42.
Yep. Yes, it was Team Raw, led by Kurt Angle and Triple H, along with Braun Strowman, Finn Balor, and Samoa Joe, versus Team SmackDown, led by Shane McMahon, teaming with Orton, Bobby Roode, Shinsuke Nakamura, and John Cena.
And yes, in case you're wondering, they did eliminate all the new talent straight away.
They did. They did.
Thus showcasing that they're useless compared to the old part-timers.
Want to give them credit, though. The match, I mean, that was a long match, so the new guys got to come out and wrestle for a while at the beginning of the match before they all got eliminated.
Yeah, but they all got eliminated. They should have been at least at the end a little bit, even if it was right before the Shane thing.
Well, that's not totally true. Our favorite young up-and-comer Braun Strowman lasted until the end. He was a survivor.
Yes, but I was talking about the SmackDown side.
Ah.
Because on the SmackDown side, it literally got... Because I wouldn't really call Samoa Joe young talent.
That's fair.
I mean, I like Samoa Joe, I really do, but people will have seen him in like Ring of Honor and TNA and shit for years.
Yeah.
But it's a case of when you go, like, even though I think he's still old, he's still relatively new to some people over in the West. Where you had like Nakamura eliminated, Bobby Roode, who's arguably not really young, but still he's newish, eliminated. And it's like Samoa Joe, yeah, like you said, Samoa Joe eliminated. Braun Strowman survived till the end as the only
Finn
one.
Balor got eliminated.
Yep. And like I said, Braun Strowman survived till the end, but yeah, he was the only one. And it boiled down to Shane McMahon, Triple H, and Kurt Angle at the end, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And Braun Strowman was only survived because everyone put him through a table in the middle, just left him out there till the end, so he could just step up on the apron and do nothing at the end.
Yep.
Until after the match.
True.
But then, at the end, we have multiple betrayals. First of all, Orton goes to tag Shane. Betrayal from Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Yep. Pulling off Shane and beating the hell out of him. Then after Orton's eliminated, Shane's in the ring. Betrayal by Triple H to Kurt Angle. Pedigreeing him and putting Shane on him. Then Triple H is staring at Braun, trying to intimidate him, and then betrays Shane, who he seems to have just recently aligned with. Which, okay, that's a trick, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Braun gets in the ring and intimidates the shit out of Triple H, like pushes him into the corner and tells him, if you ever do this again, you'll never play the game again. And then Triple H goes to pedigree and just gets fucking, boom, destroyed.
Yep. So the summation here is score, no score, Braun Strowman won Survivor Series.
Yep. No, Triple H won. He's the one who got the pinfall.
I know,
he
but
won
I meant
on his own.
I know. I meant in general, Braun Strowman won Survivor Series.
No. Triple H single-handedly led Raw to victory.
Ah, okay.
And then Braun Strowman betrayed him for no reason. Because he's jealous at the power Triple H wields.
He is.
I'm pretty much writing the promo. It's going to open Raw next week.
You are. I mean, and at no point in time to no one has Triple H ever done that same thing ever in the past.
Yep. I also like how Jim's t-shirt is basically condoning sexual abuse.
Mm-hmm.
Join us or suck it.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally saying, hey, if you don't join us, suck our dicks, because we're going to sexually abuse you. You're basically wearing a Donald Trump t-shirt.
No.
Yes, it's basically a Donald Trump t-shirt.
No, it's really not.
One of them, Triple H, literally played a rich aristocrat, lives in Connecticut, owns $1 billion company, and constantly betrays people. And the other one of Shawn Michaels speaks like Donald Trump tweets.
That's true.
Hi, I'm Shawn Michaels. Keyboard smash. You're like, what did you say? I said upset emoji.
Yes.
News just broke out this week on WWE. Someone stole Shawn Michaels' smile emoji key.
Oh,
It's so modern.
it is.
But yeah, at the end, like I said, it was just 3 betrayals. But ironically, besides the Braun Strowman one, I said to Jim at the beginning of the night, which one of those 2 do you think will happen? Because I think everyone could see both of those 2 betrayals happening.
Yeah.
And then they both happened one after the other. I'm like, oh, yeah. They both happened.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I was kind of expecting, and especially after Triple H pedigree Kurt for no reason, I was expecting Jason Jordan was going to run out and attack Triple H at that point.
And then at the end, Braun Strowman goes, oh, and then gets dragged through the ring by a returning Kane. Then Kane steps up and gets betrayed by Triple H with his sledgehammer. Triple H puts the sledgehammer down and poses on the apron. Sledgehammer stands up and betrays Triple H. Like the mops on Fantasia, just marches towards him and attacks him.
And then it turns out that Sledgehammer was the ultimate betrayal because it formed an unholy alliance with the Broom.
Yep. Whom and Broom, because they got to know each other once, which works for Sasha Banks and Eddie Guerrero, is part of Moppy's legacy.
Ah.
That's how that works.
It is.
But yeah, it was overall, Survivor Series was actually pretty fun. It was cool to just see all of these things. I mentioned to Jim that my only downside was I think there should have been some sort of stake, like the winning team got an extra draft or 2.
Yeah, that would have made sense.
Just so once it happened, you're like, ooh, who's going to go to their team? Ooh. Like, imagine, because Raw won, didn't they?
Yep, Raw won with a score of 4-3 for those who scored home.
Imagine if Raw gained on.
Yeah, that would be big.
Only because I feel like Orton's basically feuded with everyone he needs to, besides Rusev, because Rusev needs to win. After all, this is Rusev Day at the moment. Check the calendar. It's true, it's Rusev Day. But basically...
I understand there's a Twitter account that'll verify that for you.
Yep, I feel like there's a lot of stuff with Orton that they could do more on Raw, like continue, like start up the Bray feud again. Considering it just ended once Bray suddenly moved to Raw. Or Randy Orton versus Braun Strowman. Or bring Batista back and reform Evolution versus Shield for the feud again, because that was fun.
Yes, just watch out if you bring Batista back, because you put him in a weird color, you're just going to blow the whole thing.
Yeah, as opposed to Cena coming out on this, where all of Team Raw red, all of Team SmackDown blue, Cena green. What?
Represents his free agent status.
And he represents the Celtics. Oh, sporting reference.
Nice.
Oh, I believe they're the Celtics, not the Celtics.
They are, but close enough.
I'm going to keep calling them the Celtics because it's more fun.
It is more fun.
And it's spelt the same way.
It is.
And we had the word first.
You did.
Celtics. Coming soon.
Yes.
But yes.
So that was Survivor Series. Final comments?
Like that's what I was doing now, and I said,
Okay.
yeah, basically, you could see some of the stuff coming, but yeah, it was still okay. I felt like there should have been some sort of stakes. Why do I hear loud breathing?
No, I hit the button on the mic accidentally. I was just holding it for a prop, and I hit the button. Sorry.
You ruined your bit you're going to do later. But yeah, basically, it was a case of that, and you're just like, oh, okay. No stakes? Oh, okay.
Yeah, there should have been something. Yeah, there should have been something they were fighting for at least, besides bragging rights.
Even a trophy. An award-winning trophy. Like this one that says Best of Pez, which I won.
Indeed.
Single-handedly won that.
Yes.
It was close though, but the end result boiled down to me and Stacy's cat that walked behind her in a video one time.
Mm.
It was tough, but
that was close. I mean, that cat really brought it together.
it did. But the better man won. So yeah, I'd give it a thumb up. I liked Survivor Series. It was fun. It just needed something like a stake, and not the meat or something to kill a vampire. I mean, it just needed some sort of stakes to win.
Yeah. Anyway, it was a very enjoyable pay-per-view, and it's a fun thing to have that, still that Raw vs. SmackDown, annual thing. I kind of like they turned Survivor Series into being that event because Survivor Series already has relevance to it, and you can add that and have that be an enjoyable show like that without it being something like bragging rights that kind of fell on its face the last time they tried this.
To be fair, the first bragging rights was okay. I liked a couple of them. It was just they didn't seem to put any effort into it. If they put as much effort into it as they did this, it would have been fun.
True. But yeah, definitely a Survivor Series, of course, on the WWE Network for just $9.99. Check it out. And the 2-hour pre-show is available for free on WWE's YouTube channel, at least on this side of the pond.
And feel free to help us out. We really need your support right now by going over to Twitter at twitter.com and using the hashtag Where's Rusev. Make sure to ask WWE, where's Rusev? Everyone involved in feuds got attacked by people from their feuds. Where's Rusev?
Agreed.
Unless he was off for Rusev Day, but Rusev should have been at the pay-per-view at least.
Yeah, and on a related note, where's Aiden English? Because he definitely should have had a match against, or at least a singing contest with Elias on the pre-show.
Or a segment in between.
Yeah, something.
Though, on a weird thing to mention, Stephanie did say to Daniel Bryan, if anything happens to Shane during this, you could own all of SmackDown to yourself. You could become the authority. And he sort of looks like he wants to do it. And the silhouette of him on the wall did make Triple H. Okay, no. That's going way too much into the Anakin stuff, but still.
A little bit.
And Daniel Bryan's like, yes, I can do it.
And
when he did this, grabbed something out the air, and Stephanie's like, what are you doing? He goes, it's one of Vince McMahon's fictional brass rings. My precious! And then it just cut randomly backstage somewhere. I don't know why.
Yes.
But yeah, Jim.
Yeah, so, this is Survivor Series. It's a random voice clip. I don't control it.
You chose Cena.
No,
the
it's just
one guy that wasn't blue or red for this entire pay-per-view. You chose the one guy that wasn't blue or red. Fuck you, you messed up.
It's one button. I don't control it.
Oh, my microphone I used to use has multiple where you can pick which superstar.
Yeah, see, mine is just you can press up to get crowd noise, down it'll make it sound like you're in the arena when you're talking, or the white button will put a random voice clip.
That's weird.
I know.
But it does have some fun.
But it is cool when you talk like this, and you sound like you're in the arena.
You don't sound like you're in the arena. You just sound like you're echoing.
Fair enough.
Because normally, when people speak, for example, Jinder Mahal, you don't hear any noise.
Well, not on TV, no, but if you're in the arena, you do.
I've been to multiple pay-per-views. I've never heard them echo.
Fair enough.
Yeah, because when they speak into the microphone, it comes through the speakers, but it doesn't go. It's like Triple H goes, "Time to play the game."
Fair enough. All right, well, this has been Survivor Series.
Series.
Stay tuned next month.
Month.
Okay. All right, that's enough of that. But stay tuned next month. It is the Clash of Champions in December.
You suck.
I do.
Boom! Grinch reference. The echo.
Oh, I get it. That's good. That's
twice,
good.
which I did it, and then I waited for the third one with "You suck."
I get it.
When
Okay.
the third one was just an insult. So like, yeah, good
Nice.
reference.
That was good. Okay.
Setting up perfectly for next month, where we actually do something on this little channel, which I think is going to catch on. It's called Christmas, named after me, Chris, aka the Mole, and this is my Thomas. So this is my Christmas or Christmas. Stay tuned. It's going to be massive.
Indeed.
Oh, we need to get Jim a holiday. Jimica? Quan's Jim? Rama Jim? But yeah, I was your host, Chris, aka the Mole. Oh, another Cena one. It's random.
No, it's not as. I mean, there's 2 Cenas, 2 Daniel Bryans, and 2 Sheamuses, and I think it goes in a loop.
Yep, but no. Jim was your host for Raw.
Mole was your host for SmackDown.
And the face of 205 Live.
Okay.
I'm not. It's just really funny to have the heaviest guy be the face of 205
That's
Live.
true. I agree with that. Okay, we'll go with it.
And Jim, who single-handedly started the Divas Revolution by sexually harassing them.
No.
Like his idol Trump.
No.
Like his idol Trump.
No.
Or
no.
I'm not going to say who. But I'll say or like certain video game reviewers on YouTube.
That's fair.
You'll see who that is. But yeah, I was your host, Chriz, aka the Mole.
I'm James Phoenix. We'll see you for Clash of Champions next month, everybody.
Co-host.